would like to remind everyone that this is part two of a three-part series. The part one was the magnet programs. Part two is today, which is the advanced placement program. And part three is coming up next week on February the 7th. And it's on the Early Start Pathway program. So we'll be here again on the 7th, so please join us if you are interested in getting into the Early Start Pathway program in case your child does not make it into the Early College program. The Early College program and the Early Start Pathway program are both programs that are serving students if they're perhaps attending a university or college in Texas only. All right? So that is based on number of hours that they earn during high school. Now, the Advanced Placements program is based on a test, an exam that they take in May, and if they do well on it, they get credit, and that credit can be used not only in Texas, but any state in our nation, as well as sometimes across our borders. So keep that in mind, that's why we are promoting all these programs for your children in case they're not aware of them. There was a pamphlet that was available for your information so that you can see the courses that we offer in United Independent School District that are advanced placement. United Independent School District is the only district in Laredo that has the advanced placement and pre-AP programs. Laredo ISD does not. So just wanted to bring that up in case you are interested in your child being part of the program. So tonight, what we're going to try to do is give you information on the advanced placement program. So we do have transmitters in case you do not speak English. Tenemos transmisores, si acaso no entienden inglés. Y Ms. Lanese is back there, and she'll be translating into Spanish based on what we present. So I would like to welcome you again, parents, students, teachers, administrators, for joining us and valued members of our community. And at this time, I'm going to introduce the individuals that are on stage that will give you firsthand information related to what I'm going to present during this time period. So we'll try to get you out of here hopefully within an hour or less. And then if you have any questions, you can come up front and ask your question. So that way they can answer it for you, and you'll have more insight into whatever program you're looking at. So each high school is represented today. We have Alexander High School.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Lopez. I'm the Dean of Early College at Alexander High School and the AP Coordinator.
And then we have LBJ High School.
My name is Tim McHugh. I'm an assistant principal at Lyndon B. Johnson High School and a coordinator for advanced placement. Welcome.
And can you introduce your whole group, please? Yeah, we want to know who they are.
You sure? Sorry. Hi, I'm Mr. Victor Lopez. I am a new year teacher, AP Calculus and AP Pre-Calculus.
Good evening. My name is Luis Diaz. I am a student at Lyndon B. Johnson High School, and I'm a senior.
Hello, I'm Odette Koss. I'm currently a junior, and yes, thank you.
Hello, my name is Ramiro Tejerina. I am a senior at Lyndon B. Johnson High School.
Good evening. My name is Briseida Mendoza. I'm campus instructional coordinator at LBJ High School. Also assistant to the AP coordinator.
Hi, my name is Ursula Gutierrez. I teach AP Physics 1.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Renteria, and I teach AP Chemistry.
Thank you. United High School?
Hello, everybody. My name is Maria Larcon, and I'm the very proud Magnet Dean for the United High School. And I'm also the coordinator for AP. And with us right now, we have our students. They're going to say their names and their grade level. And
Hello, my name is Henry Dang, and I'm a junior.
Hello, my name is Emily Grosso, and I'm a senior.
I'm Elijah Glassford, and I'm also a senior.
I'm Daniela Hinojosa, and I'm also a senior.
And now we have our teachers.
Good evening. My name is Mayra da Fontura Vaz, and I'm one of the AP English teachers.
Hello, I'm Oscar Gomez, and I am the AP drawing teacher.
Hi, good evening. My name is Sasanet Perez, and I teach AP Language and Culture.
And I'm Janet Haverkamp. I teach AP Environmental Science.
United South.
Good evening. My name is Senior Koroma. I serve as the Magnet Dean at United South High School. With me, I have a team of our students and our teachers. They will introduce themselves at this moment.
Good afternoon. I'm a senior at United South, and my name is Quetzalcoatl, but I like to be called Freddie.
Good evening. I'm also a senior at United High School, and my name is Kayla Perez.
Good evening. I'm a senior at United South High School, and my name is Daniel Ortiz.
My name is Sofia Rodriguez Cantu, and I am also a senior at United South High School.
Good evening. I'm Maria Dolores Perez, and I teach AP Spanish Language Culture.
Good evening. My name is Adriana Hernandez, and I teach language and literature at United South High School.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we appreciate your presence. As like I was saying before, we need to be able to hear firsthand what you have to say in reference to the program. So one of the things about the Advanced Placement Program is that depending on how many AP exams the students take and what types of scores they get an AP Scholar designation every year. So I just want to see, with a show of hands, how many of you are AP Scholars? All right, very good. Congratulations. So I'll be talking about AP Scholars later on as well. And the teachers are so grateful for them to be here. I know they have quite a busy evening because they like to grade papers and prepare for lessons for tomorrow. So I do appreciate you coming here, and they do have extensive training that they have to go through in order to be able to teach the course. So College Board is the entity that oversees advanced placement, and they pretty much have some guidelines that the teachers have to follow in order for the students to get credit nationwide if they do well on the exam. So, in case you just joined us, this session is being recorded, and if you prefer to hear it in Spanish, si necesita transmisor, tenemos transmisores para oír la presentación en español. Ms. Lanesa is back there, so wanted to remind the teachers and the students to, when you're answering a question or giving your input, to make sure you slow it down. All right, so chill it. Don't get excited, okay? All right. So, Ms. Lanese is the dual enrollment coordinator in our department, so anything she can help you with, she'll be available as well. And we have the two ladies in the front that were giving out pamphlets and signing you in, and they're the ones that work in our office, and they're pretty much assisting us in everything possible with all the programs that we offer, okay? So, again, in case you need anything, and if you don't get it today, you can always ask us or email us or call us, and especially the campus administrators that just spoke to you right now. They're the ones that oversee the programs at their campus, and they're the ones that should be able to help you with your child. Okay, so I'm not sure whether your child has taken pre-AP courses or is currently taking pre-AP courses or AP courses, but many of you, this will be new information. Some of you have already heard it before. So there are certain things that are new that I will share with you. But just to give you an idea, make sure that you jot down your questions in case you want to ask something that we did not cover. So this is what we're going to cover tonight. We're going to talk about advanced placement courses. What are the benefits And you're just not going to hear it from me, but you're also going to hear it from the teachers and the students and the administrators. When are the AP exams administered and what do they involve? What is it like to take AP? So some of the students may talk about their teachers, how they are relating to the students and so forth. And then the next step would be for you to decide whether this will be appropriate for your son or daughter to take when they go to high school. Remember that this is an open enrollment course, so it doesn't have to be, you don't have to meet any types of guidelines as long as you're willing to work hard and be able to handle the course. Now, if you want more information in reference to what we're giving you here, you can go to our website and you'll see my picture there, and you'll see the coordinators that are in our department that are able to assist you. And pretty much you would go to the advanced placement section. You'll notice on the right-hand side, there's some sections. Here's advanced placement updates. And then we have dual enrollment information, magnet information, and then we have more information for advanced placement there. So you'll notice there's a recruitment video, there's a parent night recording from last year, which will be replaced with this year's recording. There's the brochure, and there's also the PowerPoint that we're using in case you want to look something up. Okay? All right. So like again, questions and answers will be towards the end once we cover everything that we have to give you. All right. So let's start off with what are advanced courses. And I will be asking questions to our students and instructors so that they can give you their perspective. So that way you won't just hear me. Because I'm really not at the campus level. I'm at the district level, and I only visit campuses maybe once a week, once or twice a week. Sometimes the whole day, sometimes just half a day. So let's talk about these advanced placement program. AP courses are college-level courses that are taught at the high school level. They are taught by talented teachers that undergo extensive training during the summer. These courses reflect what is taught at some of the top universities and colleges in our nation. Students take the AP exams in May as soon as they're done with the course. Some of them take the course in the fall, some of them take the course in the spring, and some of them take the course the whole year, depending on how much they need in order to be prepared for that exam. Now, the scores that the AP program rewards students is based on their ability to answer questions, as many questions correctly as possible, but it's not really based on a scale of 100. It is based on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, and 3 being the average. So anything above a 3 is considered to be a good score by universities and colleges across the state and our nation in reference to earning credit, college credit, before they even go to the university or college. So, like I mentioned, College Board oversees this program, and they also oversee the SAT, PSAT, TSI. So any of those things that you've heard, College Board is overseeing that. So I'm going to ask a question to the teacher. I'm just going to ask to see if whoever wants to answer, just raise your hand, the teachers. Why do you like teaching an AP course? Whoever wants to go first. All right, go ahead.
Hi, good evening. Ms. Hernandez again. I enjoy teaching my course particularly because I enjoy and love literature. Yo doy la clase de literatura hispanoamericana y a mí me encanta hablar de los autores y que mis alumnos también se enriquezcan a través de la literatura. So I really do enjoy teaching my class because literature is very important, and they will use a lot of the instruction that I give them when they go into college and take these higher level courses.
Any, let's see, United High School?
So I teach AP Drawing again, just in case you forgot or you got here late. I really enjoy my class because I am basically surrounded by very passionate students that are like into art, right, and are wanting to become artists, right, and it's just really so cool to see the growth, right, like from the beginning of the semester to the end of the year in their body of work, right, for the drawing exam. And I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but like they have to produce a body of work, right, and it's 15 works of art that are about an idea. And again, just seeing what they come up with, you know, and having the access to all the materials that we have, you know, is just great. I will stop talking now.
He's recruiting for his class for next year. All right. LBJ, teachers?
One of the reasons why I like it, it's not only challenging to me, but to see the students being challenged at the same time. This is one of the courses that I understand that it's kind of, it's going to sound bad, but it's free of Texas standards. It's not based on Texas standards, it's based on national standards. So it's a little higher quality of education, and it's challenging not only, well, to me it's challenging, but also to the kids. And so we both challenge each other at the same time. So that's one of the reasons why I like teaching the AP courses.
Yes, I think it's the love of the content, and not only that, again, pushing the kids, because a lot of them are very successful already at the high school level courses, and to push them beyond that so that they can go ahead and grow and evolve, and then, of course, definitely be ready at the college level.
Thank you. I'm going to go back to United South, and I'm going to ask a couple of students, why did you want to take an AP course?
So the reason that I wanted to take an AP course is because I'm the type of person that I always tell myself I never want to settle. Once I get a little too comfortable, I feel that I have the motivation to do more. I need to do more and I can do more. And AP classes just push me all the time. While they are time consuming, to me, I get to meet so many people through those classes, and we kind of build little families wherever we go through those classes. We all have the same main goal. We're all motivated. We're all calling each other after school to do homework or projects. And to me, that's something that's really important whenever I'm in school. I love having these friends. I love having a little family away from my family. And I think it takes a lot of motivation to take AP courses, even though they're hard, even though they're challenging. To me, I think they're really fun because I like to be challenged. I don't necessarily like to just stay with the same knowledge that I had last year. I'm always looking to learn more and more, and AP courses push me to learn more. Thank you.
Well, in my opinion, AP courses, they stand to give students that opportunity to take a step further from where they at. A lot of students seem to want to push themselves more, and AP courses offer that opportunity. As Sophia said, you get to meet people who are just as motivated and just as compassionate and push themselves to grow and learn more every single day. So it's not only just about the material you go into, but surrounding yourself with people who are just as motivated to do better, and AP courses really give students that opportunity, and that's why I enjoy taking them.
I want to pick on Mr. Glassford.
Hello, everyone. I'm Elijah Glassford. Like they were saying, the reason I was interested in AP courses coming into high school is because I'm interested in attending a university outside of the state of Texas. So the opportunity to take college-level courses where, in some cases, if I do pass the exam, the credits can transfer to those universities. That's very appealing. Not only that, but it's also very interesting to be able to jump around from different topics. I've taken a lot of AP classes in high school, and I've been wanting to do that since middle school because I feel like in middle school, you're kind of like a fixed curriculum. The second you hit high school, it's all up to you on about what direction you want to go in. And the amount of AP classes that are offered here at United ISD, as well as the AP courses that you're able to take even as a freshman, that's very appealing. So These AP courses have not only challenged me, as everyone else has also mentioned, but the relationships between the teachers and the students is very admirable as well, and I have really enjoyed every single individual AP class that I have taken. So, thank you.
One more.
Personally, I like being prepared, so I wanted to take AP classes so I can see what college is going to be like, and that's why I wanted to take AP classes. I feel like they academically challenge us and also make us talk more, communicate with our teachers, with our peers. I was kind of really quiet in middle school, but I learned to communicate through AP classes. I feel like they're just beneficial at the end of the day. We're gonna have to go through a hard class, especially in college.
Thank you. LBJ?
So to piggyback off what my peers were saying, most definitely, through AP classes, you're paired with people who are like-minded, who want to excel academically. And again, these courses, as an early college student, I take classes through LC and I get college credit. However, the problem with that is that a majority of the credits only transfer to TAMU and rarely transfer out of state. So again, through AP, I can take these exams and pass them and be able to go out of state and save myself thousands and thousands of dollars. And again, these courses, as my instructor was saying, are at a much, much higher level than the state's level. So you're definitely challenged. I had heard of new concepts and ideas that I would have never heard before or been exposed to if not for this program. And again, I was challenged by peers, who wanted to excel as well. So being not necessarily pit against other people who wanted to excel, but knowing that you had an environment that fostered that learning, that fostered that love for growth and to want more for yourself was just awesome. So that's my 2 cents.
Right. So I think that growing up is realizing that everything that we do in life and everything that we would like to accomplish is for the betterment of ourselves and for the betterment of ourselves. And being able to take courses at a much higher level, not only are we setting up that standard for ourselves, but we're setting it up for our peers as well. Being surrounded by individuals who are like-minded as us and being able to develop those better studying habits, being able to develop interpersonal skills and communication skills. And just like the teachers before me stated, we're able to sort of challenge each other and kind of piggyback off each other and garner a new experience that not every single high schooler is able to experience. And therefore, I am very fortunate to be able to be part of the AP program here at Lyndon B. Johnson and the United ISD has to offer here for us. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Thank you, students. I would like to ask the students again, with a show of hands, how many of you are in the early college program? So you're in the early college program, but you're also taking advanced placement courses. Okay. How many are in the early start pathway program? Okay, so they're also in that program. Remember that these are the programs I mentioned that they're only for the state of Texas, but the advanced placement program is nationwide. So what courses do we offer in United ISD? And this list varies by campus. So in the arts, we have drawing, 2D art and design. In English, we have English language and composition and English literature and composition. In history and social sciences, we have European history, macroeconomics, microeconomics, United States government and politics, United States history, psychology, world history, human geography, and comparative government and politics. In mathematics and computer science, we have Calculus AB, Calculus BC, Computer Science A, Statistics, Computer Science Principles, and the new course this year that we just offered in all campuses is AP Pre-Calculus. In the sciences, we have biology, chemistry, environmental science, Physics 1, Physics 2, Physics C, Mechanics. And in the world languages, we have Spanish language and culture and Spanish literature and culture. So, here's for the teachers. Starting with United South, what type of training is required to teach an AP course?
We usually go to the APSI training every 2 years, and we have staff developments that are based on the AP content that we teach, and that's about it.
Thank you. United High School, would you like to add to the training?
Yes, we do the APSI, and we also get to look for different universities and different instructors that offer it. The last time that I took APSI for environmental science, I got to take it with the head of the grading committee for the exam, AP Environmental, so I was able to take a lot of notes on what is some trends that they see, what are some assignments that I can give, or some practice to improve our scores.
And LBJ.
So we do the AP Summer Institute, the APSI training in the summer. And yes, we do get to pick like different. So I actually had someone from UT Arlington who did my training this summer. And in addition, we also do several GT trainings during, every year. And we have our AP meetings to also always touch base.
So in addition to their degree, they have to go for a week during the summer. It's called APSI, meaning AP Summer Institute. So they go for training right before they're to teach the course. If they've already been trained, they can do it every 2 years, depending on the funding. They also have to go through an AP audit, and that essentially is a series of attestations. They have to promise that they're going to do everything that it says in that document so that your child will be successful with their AP course. All right? So, for the students, what is unique about an AP course that you would not be getting in a regular high school course? And we'll start off with LBJ.
What's really unique about taking an AP course is that it really does give you a new opportunity to earn college credits. They grant you an early start to your college career. I'm also part of the early college program, and I have found that these classes are very, very rigorous. They go very in depth, just like a college course. You know, I have the early college background and the AP background, and have found that these courses are equally, and if not, the AP courses to be even more rigorous and more challenging than the LC courses provided at early college. But I think for me, one of the biggest things that I think is very unique about them is that they are completely cost-free for the student. The only thing you will have to worry about is about a small fee that you have to pay in the end of the year to take your exam. But, you know, coming from a working class family, I did not have a college fund. So I think these classes are a great opportunity for parents and students alike to have a cheap college. Thank you.
And before you pass the mic, are you in band?
Yes.
How do you do that? Can you tell us about how you handle all that?
It is very difficult, you know, being in band and handling your courses, especially when you are part of the early college program in LBJ. We have, you know, I have rehearsals day in, day out. But I think part of being of the early college program and extracurriculars plus AP does teach you, you know, very important skills like time management. It teaches you how to think critically. So that's another plus of these AP courses, you know. Once you're part of these environments, you're placed in an environment where you're able to challenge yourself, you will not have a problem managing your skills.
You see how they get very excited. They're very passionate about what they do. So we'll go to United one to see if they can answer that question.
The number one thing that I found unique about the AP courses is that you find yourself surrounded by a lot of people who also want to challenge themselves. And so you guys develop, I guess, more mindset, more skill sets of how to prepare yourself for college and how to prepare for different exams, learn new topics, and I guess just explore the subject with your peers. And that's what I find really unique about these courses.
Thank you. United South?
So one thing I find very unique about the AP courses would probably have to be the assignments themselves. So specifically with English, I've gotten to write some pretty cool essays that have been able to help me find more about myself and my passions. And like in a way, it's like it's like writing down a journal sometimes. That's how it feels like for me. But I really do love like how different these these essays are, because in middle school I hated to write. I hated writing so much. I hated like having to provide a thesis, 2 paragraphs. Like I hated it all. But in high school, I've been able to really love to write, especially to my teachers, which also just like really just encourage you to just express yourself through your work, especially through your essays.
Thank you. And in case you're wondering how I know a lot about the students, it's because some of them are part of the superintendent's advisory, and some of them are pretty much leaders at their campus, and some of them are AP scholars, and I get to present their accomplishments during board meetings, and I really enjoy that component. So how many again were AP scholars? Cool. So let's talk a little bit about that. So this past year, there were approximately 1,859 AP exams taken last year here at United ISD. Based on those exams, most of the students that are AP scholars have taken a multitude of them since freshman year. Some of them probably have taken more than 10 or 15 of them, right? This past December, they were recognized. There were 84 AP scholars in our district, 20 AP scholars with honor, and 29 AP scholars with distinction, and one of them got a National AP Scholar International Diploma. So those distinctions are based on how many exams they take and what type of scores they get. AP scholars demonstrate superior college-level achievement through AP courses and exams. And like I said, they do get a certificate, they get recognized, and some colleges pretty much recruit them because of their success. So additional support is provided for any student that takes an AP course. There are sessions after school for helping your child review for the AP exam. There's also courses, like I mentioned, some of them take the course the whole year, because after they're done taking the course in the fall, they take the extension course, CLAR, so that way they can continue reviewing for the AP exam in May. So all these materials are provided for your children so that they can be successful on the AP exam. In addition, we also have software that helps the student prepare for the AP exam. But the teacher is the main core here, the main component in preparing your child for the AP exam. All right, so let's talk about the benefits. You know, somebody mentioned money, right? That you as parents don't have to spend that much money if your child takes a college course or an advanced placement course. It'll help you, and it also helps them get ahead of themselves. So, what are the benefits? Students learn rigorous college-level content and skills. It prepares them. It gets them ready for what's going to happen next, especially if they go out of state or out of Laredo. Taking AP is valued in the college admission process. They look to see what type of courses your child is taking. AP courses are interesting and rewarding academic experiences. Some of you might hear from the students how much they value the relationship they develop with their AP teacher. The opportunity to earn valuable credit and placement in college is the big plus, because again, that helps families with finances, and it also helps the child get ahead. And instead of taking 4 years to get a degree, it only takes them 2 or less. Most of the doctors that I have here in Laredo, whether it be doctors, dentists, or otherwise, they were my ex-students, and now they're taking care of me. So it is very good about these programs that they train the students to become doctors, lawyers, dentists, etc. So we are pretty much expecting the same thing from some of these AP scholars, and some of them really work hard at that as well. So, 85% of selected colleges and universities report that a student's AP experience favorably impacts the admission to get into a college or university. Colleges rank grades in college prep courses and strength of curriculum as the two top factors in the admission decision of colleges and universities, especially the Ivy League schools. AP courses tell college admission officials that students are challenging themselves and preparing for the rigors they'll encounter in their college careers. Now remember that I had mentioned the AP audit. The AP audit is a process that the teachers have to go through, so whatever information they submit is evaluated by college professors from around the nation to see if they're willing to meet the challenge of teaching the course. And once they're approved, they're able to teach the course with the understanding that they're going to follow all the guidelines that are given by the College Board. So, taking AP courses helps students build critical thinking skills, confidence, and the essential time management and study skills needed for college success. Remember, the young man that's in band as well. Nationally, research shows that students who score 3 or better on an AP exam typically earn higher grade point averages in college and have higher graduation rates than their non-AP peers. In other words, these are the students that pretty much follow through and get that bachelor's degree, get that master's degree, get that PhD degree, get a doctorate in medicine or in law. So I'm going to ask the teachers this. I'll start off with LBJ. What impact do you hope to have on your students, and how are you preparing them for the future? I gave you my story. Let's see what LBJ has to say.
Well, first of all, we want to instill the love of learning so that they're lifelong learners, and of course to encourage them to develop those thinking skills and also to become resilient. I think with the AP courses, they learn to be resilient, especially sometimes we have many students that are successful right off the bat. Maybe they're not as challenged when they take those high school level courses. And by taking the college level courses, the AP courses, it challenges them and they learn to deal with that. If I'm not successful, to keep going, to be resilient, to have, that tenacious spirit. So I think definitely that that is noteworthy to make.
Thank you. United?
Oh, hello, Spanish language and culture teacher, Asenet Perez. In addition to what she mentioned, also to help them be exposed to the Hispanic culture. If these students are supposed to, go on to college, and if they want to go to college outside of Texas, they can also be bilingual, biliterate, plus bicultural, and also instill in them the appreciation of different cultures as well as their own Hispanic if they are.
United South?
Yes, well, this is my first year teaching the course, and I do have a group of 19 students, but like I had mentioned earlier, it's to allow them to fall in love with the awesome writers that we're going to be discussing in class, and that they will use later on in their college life, as they will not only take maybe English literature, but also maybe hopefully Spanish literature, and so we want to give them a lot of opportunities for them to grow into their higher education, and once they get there, they can be better prepared. And so I'm really going to try my best to have them learn the material, but also fall in love with literature. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's talk about how much time and money you're going to save by taking advanced placement courses and getting those scores. So students who take AP courses and exams are more likely to complete a college degree, like I had mentioned before. Only 1 in 4 college students completes a bachelor's degree in 4 years. The average cost of college for a single year is about $27,290. And that's for in-state schools. It's a lot more if you go out of state. So let me ask a student. based on what you have heard so far. And also to ask them what type of career they're looking at. We'll start off with United South. So how will an AP education prepare you for your future?
Hi, my name is Kayla again. I think the AP classes will prepare me for my education in the future in several ways. Starting off with how it makes you eligible for college credit. Last year I got a 5 on my AP Spanish and Culture exam. So now I'm eligible to get college credit, which is less money my parents have to pay or I have to pay. And I want to go into psychology, so it helps me get towards my associates faster so I can graduate with my bachelor's as fast as I can. And I think also it also prepares you for your education in the future because it gives you a challenge, and we all know that college classes are not too easy, so it's good to have that challenge so you have a feel of what the college life will look like.
Thank you. United?
One way that I feel that AP exams and just AP classes in general have prepared me for my future education, aside from, of course, the college credit, it really forces you to find ways to understand the material that's being taught to you, particularly because of the written portion of most exams. Like, you need to be able to speak about a subject, and I feel like that really carries over to everything that you learn. Just you're able to communicate well about whatever you're learning and really understand the topics.
Thank you. LBJ?
Yes, hello. The way that I believe that AP courses and AP tests have been able to better prepare me for my future is by giving me the skills necessary to be able to advance in my own future. I've been able to learn, as I previously mentioned, better studying habits. I learned how to be a lot more responsible with my time as a person who is involved with other extracurricular activities as well as early college and as well taking AP exams. I believe that is an essential skill that we need to learn as not only high school students, but as adults. Even more furthering on that topic, I want to be a doctor in my future. I would like to study and major in biology or biomedical sciences. This semester, I am planning on taking the biology exam, so it'll get me one step forward in being able to sort of reach my future career and overall save money and save time to get there.
Thank you. So, again, going back to what these students have accomplished, most of them will be graduating from high school with maybe 2 years under their belt. So, instead of taking 4 years to get a bachelor's, they're only going to take 2 years or less. So they're probably going to want to get a double major because, you know, they're so ahead of themselves. And maybe they might want to take time to study and travel abroad. Hopefully it won't take any money from your pockets. They'll probably apply for scholarships or programs that are available for that. So, emphasize again what the AP program is about. They challenge students to work and participate at a higher level. They explore topics more in depth. It takes more time in and out of the classroom required to complete assignments and projects, so more homework. High expectations for critical thinking, analysis, syntheses, evidence, multiple perspectives, and clear written and verbal communication. So, let's talk about the exams. The exams are typically 2 to 3 hours, and they're spread out within a 2-week period in May, the second week in May. Some of them have both multiple choice questions, and some of them have free response questions, such as essays, problem solving, document-based questions, and oral response. Some of the art courses have to submit a portfolio. The Spanish courses, they have to submit a recording of their responses on a tape. So, let me ask a teacher from United South, what's special about the AP exam that your students take and the AP courses that you teach?
Well, since we teach Spanish, Ms. Perez teaches level 4, I teach 5, and I know that for the language section there is a recording, like was mentioned. So students are prepared for that. In the literature course, we do read 38 stories or writers, and so we focus on the readings to prepare them to write complete and thorough essays. So that is a little bit of what happens in both courses.
So just because we live in Laredo in a Spanish-speaking community, will I do well in your course?
Well, it takes a lot more than that because you do, I mean, these are AP courses, so it will require for you to develop, a lot more in writing specifically. People can speak the language, but when it comes to academic Spanish, it does require a lot more, to know about grammar and writing and how to, write a very well-made essay, especially when you have to be comparing, writers. And so it does take a lot of work from kids. So we try and prepare them as best as we can.
Thank you. In United ISD, AP Spanish Language and AP Spanish Literature is the highest passing rate that we have on AP exams. United?
Hi, I teach statistics, and my course is, the AP exam is, like he said, 2 sections, the multiple choice and the free response. The mathematics, they are able to use the calculator, so that is something that the kids do enjoy, incorporating the calculator. I know in conversations with my students, they told me that my course kind of helps them with other AP courses, I believe with psychology also, where they take what they learn in my class and they apply it in that course. So it kind of helps from one course to the other. So I know that the students appreciate taking classes where, like other coworkers have said, that are going to get something out of it and apply it in the real world. And hopefully, in the future, we can see them do a lot with what they've learned in the AP courses.
Thank you. LBJ?
So I teach AP chemistry, and we also have the multiple choice and the free response. And often with the AP chemistry, like how that differs from just like the regular high school chemistry is that like it really forces the students to be able to explain how they know something. So that when they get to college, and I mean, the hope is that they pass the exam and they can take those further advanced classes, and but they have a solid foundation for those advanced courses. And that statistically, even if they don't score a 3 or higher, they're still better prepared for those college courses, because AP chemistry is also, it's a chemistry college class for science majors. So even if they're not planning to take science majors, they will still have a better chance of achievement when they take those science courses in college.
Thank you. By the way, I was an AP chemistry teacher at Alexander for over 20 years. And the other thing that I liked to do was do some AP reading during the summer, which means that I would help grade papers, and that way I can bring back that information for my students to learn from it. So teachers, how many of you are AP readers?
I will be this year.
All right, cool. So you need to apply, but you have to give up a week of your summer, and they fly you somewhere, hopefully close to a beach.
Kansas City, Missouri, sorry.
And they get to learn quite a bit about their profession. Yeah, you pretty much mingle with professors from around the nation and other colleagues. All right, so the AP exam is $98 per exam. They do charge a $40 late fee if you don't order it on time. And if you do not use the exam after you order it, they charge you another $40. So the campus administrators that are from each high school, they're the ones that pretty much handle the ordering of the exams and the administering of the exams. So the deadlines are for the fall is November 15th if you're taking the course in the fall, or if you're a homeschool student, and March the 15th is if you're taking the course in the spring. So check with these people here in case you're taking the course, or if you're going to take one in the future. If you have financial need, the College Board provides a $36 credit per exam. In Texas, the state of Texas gives you an additional $32 off. So essentially, if you are a student in financial need, you'll end up paying only $21 per exam instead of $98 because of the fact that they're giving you that assistance. So remember, $21 versus $98 versus whatever the university or college charges for a 3-hour credit course. Now, if you want to know before you take that AP course how much credit colleges are going to give you for earning a 3 or better, there's this search engine on the website. And if you get this PowerPoint presentation downloaded from our website when you're ready, you can click on the link and it'll take you to the site where you can actually pick whatever college or university you're going to, or pick whatever course you're taking and figure out how much credit that college is going to give you if you get a 3 or better. So, let's see if I can do one. I can do it by course, or I can do it by college. So I'm going to try Laredo College because sometimes they give you credit for the courses that you take. So you can see Laredo College, and you can type in UT Austin, Texas A&M College Station. And let's talk about AP Spanish because, you know, that's the one that they passed the most. You can go down the list. It'll tell you how many hours they'll give you credit for if you get a 3 or better. And the courses are listed at the very end as to which courses you're going to get credit for. If you get a 3 or better on AP Chemistry, you'll get 8 hours of credit with Laredo College. So you save 8 hours. If you take AP Spanish Language, and if you get a 3 or better, you get 8 college hours from Laredo College. If you get a 3 or better on AP Spanish Literature, you'll get 6 college hours. Now, some universities like Texas A&M International or UT Austin, they give you more hours of credit. They give you up to 15 college hours for getting a 3 or 4 or 5. So they go by whether you get a 3 or 4 or 5. And so on. If you pass the AP History exam with a 3 or better, you get 6 credit hours from Laredo College. So this is just an example of the tool you can use before you take the AP exam course or the course. Very useful. All right, so let's see, how much money will you save? Well, if you go to Texas A&M International University, a 3-hour course is $1,281.35. And how much does an AP exam cost? $98. Unless you have financial need, then you only pay $21, so you'll be saving $1,379.35 for your parents. Or if you're in financial need, you'll be saving $1,302.35 for your parents. That's just a 3-hour course. If you are taking 12 hours, that's 4 classes. The cost at TAMIU is $4,118.70. The cost of 4 exams is $392. You'll be saving your parents $4,510.70 if you get a 3 or better. That's just to give you an idea. So what is it like to take AP? Well, there's a variety of reasons here. There's some myths and realities. AP courses are too stressful. You can always ask them, especially if they're in extracurricular activities. AP courses are for students who always get good grades. Remember, it's open policy, open enrollment. I don't think I will score high enough on the AP exam to get college credit. You never know until you try it. Taking AP courses could hurt my GPA. Well, maybe it will, but you get extra points if you get 70 or better. Also, if you take an AP exam, if you get a 3 or better, you get extra GPA points so that you can get a higher ranking in your class. I can't take AP because no one has recommended me. Nope. Just talk to your counselor or your teacher and they'll get you in, okay? So again, we provide assistance for your child in case they take an AP course. We have the CELAR course, we have tutorials, and we have software to help your child prepare for the AP exam. All right? So, one question. This is for the students. Has there been any AP teachers that have really impacted your life or career choice? We'll start with LBJ.
I find that this is the perfect question for me. So I'm an AP scholar, which means I passed 3 exams with a score of 3 or higher. And I challenged 2 out of those exams, which were English language and English literature. And I had only taken a pre-AP English 2. And in that course, it's very state structured. So it's what's going to be on the star, what the star is asking. And I find that the star is not too challenging for me. And so my teacher, Ms. Harris, so thankful for her. She saw that I had an affinity for English, that I was good, that I had a knack for it. And so she pushed me and brought up this idea of again and again to take these AP exams, and I really didn't have faith in myself. I mean, I had always known that AP exams were difficult and these courses were difficult, and I didn't think I could pass these exams. And then, well, she really vouched for me, and I decided to take them. I took them, and now I'm an AP scholar, and so I'm so... And so I'm very thankful for her, and thank you for the applause. I'm very thankful for her, and that's just one of the many AP teachers that, you know, LBJ has, and United South has, and United and Alexander has. So you can most definitely trust your children in the care of these teachers. They want the best for them, and they want them to learn and excel, no matter what. So that's my story.
Thank you. United?
Well, I wanted to start by saying I'm part of the Alexander feeding pattern, so I'm part of the magnet school here at United, and the reason I did come to United is because my English teacher, who I've had for 3 years now, I took her pre-AP class, I've taken 2 of her AP classes, Ms. Arciniega. She actually called my mother and said, you need to come to United. United has a great magnet school, great AP program, and I just think that not only my relationship with her, but I've taken several AP classes, and the relationships you build is kind of, I think of it as once you get to college, that's going to be very similar to the relationships you need to have with your TAs, even your professors. The ability to you're required to ask questions. I mean, it's part of the class. These classes are very difficult, and so teachers encouraging you to, first of all, be curious, but also want to ask questions, that has helped me so much in preparing for college, and hopefully in college I'll be able to utilize those same assets. But I just think the ability to take such an interesting course with having such a great relationship with my teacher, Ms. Arciniaga, she has helped me immensely throughout the college application process, as well as throughout my I'll be taking her second AP exam in the spring, but she helped me so much throughout my first AP exam as well as in my pre-AP English class. And I think those connections are what distinguish the AP program from a lot of other programs here offered at United ISD, and I'm very thankful for that. So, thank you.
Thank you. United South?
Okay, so when I was given like the opportunity to take a AP class, I was kind of intimidated, and one of the classes that intimidated me the most was AP Calculus. But then once I took it, I remember the first day I like walked in, and the teacher, he just had like his name is Mr. Praska. I have so much love for him. I walked in and he just had like such a welcoming vibe, and I just knew that like I was gonna be able to make it in the class. And there was never a dull moment in the classroom. He never turned down a question that we had, even if it was like a silly question. He would explain the work to the best of his ability, and he taught us so much, and a lot of his lessons still have stayed with me to this day. So I think AP teachers are some of the best teachers you could ever have.
Thank you. And I'm going to leave you with some links, but you can try them on your own time if you go to our website and download the presentation. So that way you can get a perspective of other individuals nationwide, because you did hear perspective from the children that we have here in our district. So that way you can get another different perspective. So there's just these links that are available in the presentation that I'm not going to show you, because then we'll be here pretty late, and I don't want you to do that. So then the next step is for you to sit down with your child and start talking about whether they want to take these courses or not. And if they do, start talking to your 8th grade counselor if you're in 8th grade, or if you're in high school, talk to your high school counselor so that you can arrange for them to have that course on your schedule. So remember, you can do it, and you can also be in extracurricular activities as well. I forgot to ask, how many of you are in UIL academics? All right, cool. That's extracurricular too. All right, so if you want more information, there's some links here. I did show you some of them, so that way you can get more information related to these programs. And take the next step. And if you want some information on the testing, Ms. Lopez with Alexander High School is here. Want to say anything?
So testing is always the first 2 weeks of May, and every day there's a morning session, an afternoon session. The tester, every day it varies which test it is. Respectively, we offer almost every exam possible that College Board offers at Alexander High School. We do also offer tutorials, after-school tutorials. We use our College Board AP Classroom, and we also use our Albert I.O. program to prepare our students for these exams. There's a lot of useful information now that College Board has put out to help our students prepare for their exams. And we obviously get them ready for it so that they're ready to take their test those days that they're offered. Every exam kind of varies. Some can be as quick as 2-hour long test. Others can be around 3 to 4 hours, depending. Once the exam begins, there's usually a time period, and then there's a break, and then we start the next section. But every exam is different. For example, like the Spanish language test that Mr. Rosales spoke about, there is a portion of the test where students have to actually speak into their devices so that they can be recorded for the portion of that test. So our teachers take a lot of time and effort to prepare the students so that the day of the exam, they're not, doing something that they're not used to doing.
Thank you. Again, if you have any questions, we have the answers. If we haven't touched base on it, if you would like to ask a question, you can come up to the mics, and we'll try to answer your question to the best of our ability. If not, just a reminder that next week we have the Early Start Pathway presentation. That will be the last presentation of our series that will talk in depth about the Early Start Pathway program. Any questions? Any further comments from the schools, students, teachers? I would like to thank you for your time. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. Thank you again on your future endeavors. Good luck with them. Thank you.